Hi there, welcome. I'm here to talk to you about the 4 disciplines of execution. We are on part 4. We have gone a long way. So as you know, Allumé has been implementing the 4 disciplines of execution, which is this really great book that was written by Chris McChesney, Sean Covey, and Jim Huling. And it was May and June's book of the month. I still do have a couple extra copies. If you would like a copy, please send me an email. Just send it to admin@allumecares.com and let me know that you'd like a copy. So we've been implementing it. There are 4 steps or 4 disciplines essentially. First is the focus on the wildly important, which is where we've made the WIGs. Second is where we act on lead measures, where we identify specific things that a person can do in their role to make a big impact in the organization and on their key goals. The third was to keep a compelling scoreboard, and then to create a cadence of accountability is what we're working on now. So the whirlwind and the WIGs, we talked about this last month. The whole idea behind the 4 disciplines is that every day we all have our jobs, and that is the whirlwind, right? It's the daily stuff we do. It's the going to work. It's the making it there on time. It's showing up. It's doing the work and trying to be remarkable, right? But when we wanted to make a change to something, when we want the WIG to be different, when what the WIG produces, what the whirlwind produces, isn't meeting the standards we want, or there's a goal that we want to set that the current whirlwind is not producing, that's when we need a wildly important goal. And then what we try to do is use the 4 disciplines to get ourselves behind that goal so that we can then accomplish it together. And by the way, you can use these same 4 disciplines for any kind of goal that you have personally, and I use it personally in my life. So and it's been helpful to me. So anyway, so that's what we've been focused on, is identifying something that we want to accomplish together and then using it as a way to move forward. So we decided as a company to focus on 2 big WIGs. First is to fill, bill, and collect according to the monthly hours forecast. This helps us grow and be sustainable as a company, helps us be independent of investors. It helps us be able to grow our people and do the things we want, provide remarkable care. It's like building the foundation of a house. It's an important first step for any entrepreneurial company or venture, which we are. So the second thing is that we also want to have really high quality. And a way to measure high quality is by being survey ready, right? We want to be survey ready at all times. We want to make sure we're following the rules so we can protect our license, we can protect the licenses of all the clinicians, and so as a result we protect all of our patients. So our goal has been to establish a tool by June 30th, which we did, and to by August, being this month, August, through December, to use that tool once a month to conduct an internal mock survey. So that's what our goals are. We then said, okay, how do we break this goal, these 2 goals, down into actionable goals for each team? So we have a fulfillment team, a revenue generation cycle team, which is kind of like a combination of scheduling to billing to collecting kind of team. Then we have our training team, we have our direct care operations, which most of you are a part of, and we have our QA and survey readiness team. So these are all the different team WIGs. The big team WIG I'm going to address right now because the other teams get a lot of talk about their WIGs. The direct care team WIG is to improve the timeliness of completed documents from 60% to 90% by September 1st and maintain through December. So that's what we're trying to do. Okay. All right. Next, we have direct care field team lead measures. So we identify what the WIGs are, right? And then the next thing we do after we identify the WIGs, the next thing we do is we focus on lead measures. What are the things that each of us can do successfully and that will result in an impact? So what we ask you to do is to be on time with your notes. Everything gets better when you're on time with your notes. It makes a big impact in our ability to succeed as a company and not waste time, not fiddle around, be able to make sure everything is, the quality is happening because we have the notes, they're in the system, be able to pay you your payroll, be able to bill, get paid again, and use that money to pay the next payroll. So very important. So having your paper notes turned into the office by 12 p.m. Monday is absolutely critical. And having your electronic notes completed in Access within 24 hours of visit completion is absolutely critical. And this is what we want you to focus on. We want you to think creatively. If you, for some reason, you haven't been able to get your notes in on time, we want you to think creatively about how you could do that. So it might be that, you know, you finish working on Sunday night, and then you have to figure out how to get your notes to the office by Monday at noon. Might have to involve a special trip. Probably isn't going to make your notes get on time to the office if you drop them into the mail on Monday, right? It's not going to happen. So please think creatively about how you can do this, okay? And reach out to us if you want to brainstorm on how we can make it easier for you to do it, okay? So we've been tracking this now, right? We've been tracking this. This is actually a scoreboard. So this is step 3. This is like the discipline number 3. You want to keep a compelling scoreboard. We want to see everything visually, right? So we can see what's going on. And then step 4 is to be able to hold everybody accountable. And so here's where you can start to see what's happening with our notes. And so every week we update and see how things are going. So when we started the first week, we were at 60%, 66 complete on time. Then we dropped down to 63. We went all the way down to 52. But we've been really trending up ever since we started talking about this more consistently. So in the last month, we've gone from 77, 76, 79, 2 weeks at 79%. Our goal is really to get to 95, and our goal, short-term goal by September is to 90. So that's probably a stretch, but we can do it, folks. And I want to encourage you to do it. So on-time notes scorecard, here we are for July. We had a total task of 2,378 tasks. 1,753 of them were on time. That's a 74% right here. You can see these. Most of you guys got your notes in on time. However, 589 or 25% were late. And you know who you are. So please try to help us lift and move forward the on-time notes. Some were also missed, which is a function of people not coming or, you know, missed visits, and that results in 2%. So we really want to focus on this 25%, on how we get these 25% over the board. So this is about accountability. So one of the things that is going to happen is you're going to start to hear from us more and more on who are the winners week to week, who is getting theirs on time, who's not on time. We want you to know so that you're not thinking that you are on time when in fact you're not. Maybe you're turning your notes in and we're not getting them until Tuesday afternoon, and that's not on time. It actually really slows down the process and adds a lot of burden to other people in the organization. So getting them in on time is a really big deal. So we ask you to please help us with that. So part of the accountability is that we're going to be letting you know how you're doing. So you're going to be letting you know how are we doing on notes complete every week. We're also going to be asking you to participate in a really fun way to hold ourselves accountable and to raise the bar. And that is, I mentioned it last month, we are doing a monthly drawing, okay? So we will announce in a second who all the leaders were for the month. All the people who got all their notes in for all of July. Ready? Da-da-da! So these are the folks who got 100% of their notes done on time in the month of July. Bahati, Cliff, Heather, Isabella, Jamie, Jessica, Najla, Nakia, Shelly-Nette, Tanisha, Tiffany, Vivette, Wendy, Tanise, Florence, Diane, and I don't know how to say this. I apologize. Siamber, beautiful name. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for getting your notes on time. You are moving mountains. You are really helping the organization grow. You're helping us all together fulfill on our mission of getting around to doing great things. And you do it by being on time. That's remarkable. So everyone with 100% on notes, all these folks were entered into a drawing. We picked a winner. And you're ready who it is? Drum roll. Mahadi Christopher! You are the winner, my dear, of this month's $250 bonus. You will get a $250 bonus added to your payroll, not this week, but in the next cycle. So by the time you watch this, you might already have the bonus. So check it out. We celebrate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody. And don't forget that we'll be doing this every month. So you have opportunity for you to get a bonus next month. And don't forget that everybody that's in here, right, keep adding up and being part of it next month and the month after. And then you'll be one of those people that gets to be, by the end of the year, if you get all your notes on time between now and the end of the year, we're entering everybody into a cruise drawing. So cruise for 2 drawing, that'll happen for everybody who gets their notes done on time for this whole period from July through the end of December. All right, that's all the fun I got now. Go make the world a better place. Thanks.